If you're looking for a radiant cut engagement ring, you're in the right place because you've probably been searching online and in stores and have learned that it can get overwhelming very quickly, right? I mean, there's so many things to consider. So I've been making a lot of radiant cut rings lately, and I've just had so much success helping clients create their dream ring that I decided to film the exact steps in case it helps you as well. So my goal for this video is to ensure that by the end of it, you feel confident and not overwhelmed when it comes to getting a radiant cut ring. If that works for you, go ahead and hit that like button for me, and I'm gonna try my very best to keep it simple and concise. So let's get right to it. I'm going to break this video down into two sections, the diamond and the setting, specifically a hidden halo ring and my signature seamless halo ring. So you can fast forward to the section that matters most to you if you want, but I put a lot of time and effort into making these videos powerful and educational. So I really do think it's worth your time to watch all the way through. The two things every person wants in an engagement ring is an absolutely stunning diamond and an equally stunning ring setting for it. If this is you, type a yes in the comments so I know we're on the same page. Okay, so how do we do this? This occurs in two steps. The first is selecting your diamond, and we'll be discussing ring setting shortly, highlighting the major differences between a commercial grade ring and a high quality custom crafted ring. I mean, the tomato analogy illustrates the point perfectly. The tomato on the left is typically what you see, but just like going to a high quality restaurant for a special occasion, an important moment like a proposal deserves an exceptional ring that stands out from the ordinary. But more on that later. Let's get back to the diamonds. Now, you might be going down the rabbit hole of Google seeing all the places there are to buy a diamond on top of local jewelry store options, and this is where people often get stuck. I do have a video that talks about the 3 most popular places to get a diamond ring, so definitely check that out, and I'll link to it in the description as well. When showing diamonds to a client, one of the important things that I like to keep in mind is making sure that they have a clear visual of how each one looks in different lighting conditions. So for example, on this particular diamond selection, I'm going to show it in diffused lighting so they can see the accurate color of a diamond. And then I'm going to film them on a temporary ring setting just for proportion. So I'm literally just placing the diamond on top of a blank setting so they can see the proportion of how it looks on a finger. And so you're not seeing any prongs on the corners. I will get questions sometimes from people saying, oh, but there's nothing holding in the diamond. And you're right, it just placed on top, so that way you can see how it looks to scale. And I go through each one of the 3 options, and then I will show it in direct sunlight because you want to see how much the diamonds sparkle. That's definitely something that's a high priority in terms of the sparkle factor for a ring. So we want to make sure that loose, the diamond looks absolutely spectacular. And then once we set it, I have specific diamond setting techniques to really maximize that sparkle so we're not hiding any of it. I'm going to play this for just a moment. So I show it at different angles. Each one has its own information about the carat weight, the color, and the clarity. And then in the end, we show that sparkle factor. So this is me going by a window in direct sunlight to show how all 3 of them look side by side. So we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, in that particular one, all of the diamond colors are the same, and it was really just a matter of what size and ratio the client wanted because radiant cuts have different ratios. Let's take a look at another option. Okay, so we have 2 carats here. Now these are both in a similar color range, and the client wanted pretty much close to a 2 carat as possible. Now here's another one. This one is 4 carat. This one has a D color in the center compared to E colors. Whether or not you can tell the color difference, that's up to you, but that is the difference in terms of the color, so that way you can see whether or not it makes sense to splurge on a D color versus an E. Both of them are colorless, so they're absolutely spectacular. What's interesting about this particular diamond selection is they do have different ratios for these diamonds. So some people want to have a diamond that has a little bit more body to it, and other people want it to be as long as possible. One more option here. Both of these are F colors and 2 carats. They have a different ratio. So if somebody wanted something a little more slender, they would opt for number 1. And if someone wanted something that filled out the finger a little bit more side to side, they would select option 2. The differences are subtle, but there is a difference in terms of the ratio, that this number 2 is a little bit wider. So it really just depends on what the client prefers. For the purpose of this video, I'm talking about what we do here at Vanessa Nicole Jewels when it comes to selecting a diamond, so you can understand the exact process to achieve the ring examples in all of my videos in case you absolutely love those. And I should point out that I'm approaching this from the perspective for how we serve clients, while other designers might have a different point of view. And that's okay. It's why my clients come to me and other people go elsewhere. I really do believe there's an ideal jeweler for everyone based on what they're looking to achieve with their dream ring. So when someone reaches out to our studio and we've narrowed down your preferred price range options to look at and your dream ring style, which we're going to talk about coming right up, the first step is your diamond selection. And this means we'll be curating 2 to 3 diamonds for you to choose from, with the goal being that you're getting only the best options to choose from. So I filter through dozens of diamonds until I find those perfect options. After thousands of clients throughout the years, I really have a strong understanding of what women love when it comes to that wow factor. So you're essentially using my eyes to do all the work for you. And I'm affectionately called Eagle Eye by diamond dealers because I'm very particular. And the benefit for you there is that this completely takes the stress out of the process because you're only going to have the best options to choose from. I don't charge extra for this service. It's simply a value add. Oh, and for those who do want to source their own diamond, what I've heard from many people is that they go down the Google rabbit hole and often end up having us select a diamond for them that ultimately was the same or better price for the value they receive, but it just took a lot longer to get to that point. Our curation process, it goes beyond what's on the diamond report. I mean, what you see online may not look the same in person, and there are usually many options that seem to look the same at a wide range of price points, but when we go down deep into why a diamond costs what it does, we know which features to avoid and which ones don't affect the visual aspects of the diamond. So our best client outcomes are with people who trust our very streamlined process. I mean, I've designed our diamond selection experience as much as I design each ring because it's not just about the diamond, and it's also not just about the ring setting, it's about both. And the diamond is often the main event, but the ring setting is what holds your diamond. So let's talk about the ring now. When clients request a design that is frail and super thin with tons of cutouts inside, it's almost like building the foundation of a house using termite infested wood for your new home. I mean, if this home is meant to protect your family, just like the ring is meant to protect your diamond, it just doesn't make sense to go into it with trying to get the cheapest possible because that is reflected in the quality. I mean, take a look at this ring here. We didn't make this one, but it's a great example of a ring that's been made so thin you can even see where it's starting to crack, and the prongs are sticking straight up, so they're going to snag on her clothes and constantly get little pieces of lint and fibers between them, or worse, they may not even be properly holding in the diamonds since they're not securely pressed onto the diamond, so one or more may fall out. And in every part of the ring creation stage, there is an opportunity where it can go wrong, and most people don't realize that until later once they're wearing it. So this is why I do videos like this, to show you and educate you on what to be mindful of. I mean, a picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say, and this is a perfect example. Whether it's the metal casting having porosity or being over polished so it's asymmetrical, or the stones being set really far apart so that there's grime getting stuck in the grooves, making it always look dirty. I mean, take a look at this example here. Here's a ring setting that I recreated next to a mass manufactured setting of the same style, general same style of a halo ring. So taking a look at this, you can see the diamonds have been set really far apart. So that is going to allow them to set less diamonds on the setting, which lowers the cost of the ring. But I mean, when it comes to something so important, such as an engagement ring or a milestone anniversary gift, you really want to make sure that it maximizes the sparkle because you're going to be looking at it all the time, and you don't want to be getting soap suds and grime and dirt stuck in those crevices. My team and I are making sure every stage of your ring is analyzed and cared for to avoid things like this. In fact, I recently posted a video about 5 design mistakes to avoid, so definitely check that out, and I will also link to it in the description below. The way I sculpt my prongs to secure your diamond, it's unlike the vast majority of rings you'll see. To give you an example, there are commercial grade gemstones and then there are collection quality gemstones, and translated to rings, our pieces are considered collection quality. So by working with the artist actually making your piece, it brings a high level of accountability to making sure it's made well. So my goal for you is to be proud of the quality and craftsmanship for the ring that you slip on her finger. We really want to make sure that it's made beautifully and with incredible longevity so that she can enjoy it for years and years to come. And if you're looking for your very own custom engagement ring, feel free to reach out to the studio at vanessanicole.com. I would love to learn more about what you're looking to create with this Radiant Cut ring, and I would absolutely love to exceed your expectations. Oh, and if you loved this video, definitely subscribe for more inspiring content, because this channel, it honors meaningful connections and the foundation of love in a marriage, and just creativity and an appreciation for the time that it takes to achieve fine craftsmanship. And by watching these videos here, you're going to be surrounding yourself with these uplifting values that encourage excellence. So if those ideals resonate with you, definitely subscribe and leave a comment below saying hi. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.